Hey, good evening, everybody. I thought I'd do a quick video tonight and try to finish up what we were working on 2 weeks ago on this Penn Central boxcar. And we had rusted the one side in the roof. And if everybody remembers this. And I'd actually gone back and removed some of the rust on the side here. Thought maybe it was a little bit overdone. And then did the roof, but we left the other side just with the original weathering, and we didn't finish it up. So I thought I'd do a real quick finish up tonight on this. Just a reminder of what we were using. We were using some different rust pigments and 2 different rust washes. So the 2 I was using was a light wash, rust wash. So you can tell by the color there, it's a very light, fresh oxidized rust. And we were using, to temper that down, a track wash, a track rust wash, which is a very darker, not very dark, but it's a lot darker rust wash. And we're going to use that in combination with the light rust wash. The pigments we were using were light rust, medium rust, and track rust. The track rust being the darkest rust color, the light being the lightest, and the medium, it's self-explanatory, it's medium. We have some in the tray already, right here. This is left over from 2 weeks ago. I just covered it up, and it's still good. It doesn't go bad. It's just powder, all right? We also still have a little bit of our Russian earth in a tray that we're going to use that to blend in a little bit later on. And we're going to just start putting some of our washes into the tray, our little mixing tray here. And you can't really see it in the camera. And let me see, make sure I have it into the camera here. But in this part right here, clear liquid, that's our odorless thinner. Over here we have our pigment fixer. And we're having a debate that night about whether it's one and the same. I tend to think maybe the pigment fixer is a little bit different, because I was getting a little better results by using that when I was trying to get the pigment to adhere and stay on the car. So, all right, so we're going to put some of our washes into the tray. So let's do, we'll start with our light. We're going to put that as a demarcation in the middle of this, of these 2 thinners, the pigment fixer and the odorless thinner. Okay, let me put this down for a second. I really should have a paper towel here. Let me get the paper towel real quick. So we're going to put our paper towel on the side over here. Move our other washes and pigments out of the way. There we go. Now I can lay my little dropper on there. All right. Then we're going to get some of the track rust wash. Where is it? Oh, actually, we should put the cap back on here. We don't want to spill our washes. So we have the light wash, rust, and tracks wash. Oh, tank tracks. So when they say tracks, it's not for train tracks, it's actually tank tracks. All right, these are all, again, a reminder, these are all military modeler stuff that we're using here. All right, so we're going to get that in directly across from the light wash. All right, that's the 2 washes we're using, along with the pigment fixer and the odorless thinner. I'm still having trouble saying that. I don't know why. Okay. All right. So if you remember, what we did is kind of use this kind of like how we use our washes when we're doing the griming up, with our grime coming down from the roof, and with our different washes. Usually I think on the green we use the brown for green vehicles. So we're going to go with a light wash across the top with the light wash first. Same theory. Bring down a couple of random streaks. We don't want to go all the way down the car, because if you remember on the other side, we had a lot of it that was building up around the top, and just a bunch that came down to one door hinge there. All right, so let's give a couple little random streaks, and then we're going to go back and also hit it in random spots with this track wash. And we're going to go with a nice rusty patch someplace else. We don't want to repeat the same thing on the door like we did last time, so we're going to go down maybe in here. Although we're doing on a door again. Let's wipe that away. What's nice is that we can wipe stuff away. And we'll do it up around here. And we're going to go over those light rust spots, drag some of this down. Going to add a little bit more of the dark on that one. Okay. Slide for reference. Okay. Just random. All right. So we can see what we did there. Dry the brush off. Go back, just blend it a little bit more. It's two different colors. Now these washers are just going to be the carrier for the pigment. So we're going to go back now with our pigments. Give it a little undercoating of the light rust. And then we're going to go over the top of that with some of the darker rust. Just a couple of dots. All right. Wipe off the brush. Go back to some of our darker. Okay. And we're going across. Now it's just going to look like a lot, but we're going to go back and analyze what we got and probably take some away with our sponge. Okay. Clean the sponge, clean the brush off again. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to go with one of my wedges. Take away where I don't like. And you can see it leaves a little residue behind, but that's fine. Because what usually happens is you will get some rust streaking down a car. Okay, so we're going over to the different spots. We're taking some away. Any places that we're really unhappy with, we'll go in with the thinner and we'll wipe away with the thinner. And go back with the sponge. So we're wiping away. Again, this is all very subjective. Unless you're working from a prototype photo, you just got to think in your mind how you think the car should look. Now this car looks like it's been out and about for a very long time. Maybe even into the Conrail era, hasn't been repainted. Probably on its last legs. Give a little wipe in the thinner there. Let's get a clean sponge. You can see this is going pretty quick. We didn't spend any time fading the car because the car was already worked on a while back, so I'm cleaning off the mating worms here. I want that a little brighter than what it is. But we're still getting that effect of rust that's run down the side of the car. All right, I'm liking that better. Took away some of that stuff, it was a little bit overdone. Clean that up. It's not bad. Let's compare it to the other side here. All right, I think we're going to hit it with a little bit of the pigment fixer. Some of the spots that we want to permanently fix in there. Might just go back real quick with the brush though. I want a little bit more of the dark down along the bottom here. Just tap it up a little bit. All right, pigment fixer. Again, the pigment fixer is turning this pigment into paint. And just tapping it, we're not brushing it. It's going to dry, and it's going to look like it's dried. It's still got a texture, but it's going to be dry to the touch, and it won't rub off on your hand. All right, wipe that off. Get that off the edge there. I don't like that there. Got a little bit too much on the P's again, P and the C. So I'm going to wipe that away. There you go. Better. Just bring a little bit into it, but not a lot. Oops. A little too much pigment on that one. Okay, awesome. Blow on a little bit. Try to get it to dry. All right. Yeah, the car definitely looks like it's been through the ringer. I was talking to a couple of friends of mine. We were debating, you know, what era would this car be with the amount of weathering that I put on it. And somebody even suggested maybe patching out the PC to Conrail. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I think some of the Conrail cars still had PC and were never patched out. Or at least I could think so in my mind. All right. Okay, let's compare it to the other side again. This is the side we finished 2 weeks ago. It's all nice and dry. The roof. And the new side that we did tonight. And looks like I got a finger mark on there. What's nice is that any mistakes we make, whether it's sticking my fingers into the wet paint pigment or just something I don't like, I can fix it just by wiping it away because it's still wet. Again, this is enamels. Enamels have a little bit more working time than acrylics, so I can go back and fix that. Okay. Let's give it one more shot of thinner, just to clean that up. Go back with the clean part of the sponge, wipe away. And that's going to be it. We're going to stop here. We're going to let it dry. And we'll look at it in a day or two from now. But like I said, always give yourself some time. Give it a day or two. Look at it with fresh eyes and see if you like it. If you don't, you can hit it with some thinner and wipe a lot of it away, even a day or two later. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a short little video, and I hope you get something out of it. And this car is just about done. I'm probably going to box it up and put it for sale on eBay and see how it goes. I've sold a few things like that already. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll catch you on Saturday night at 10 p.m. live. Catch you then. Bye.